Good afternoon, everyone. It's Lydia here, your cellular health teacher. Actually, I'm not a teacher at all. I'm just an average human being who's taking the time to learn so that it can get into my brain and I will do the behavior. So I've learned a lot. Like 20 years ago, I learned about cellular health, but I was 30 years old and it went in one ear. And I thought, oh, that's really good. That's good information. I'll work on that later when I want to be disciplined in my life. And all these years, as I watched my mom be healthy and happy in the last 17 years of her life, from the age of 70 years old through to the age of 87, my mother lived a very healthy and happy life. She worked up until she was 87 years old with like 2 and 3-year-old children. So that was very demanding on her body, and she still was capable of doing it. But what she did was, to be healthy, she addressed her she addressed her wellness needs at the cellular level. And I always knew that and I always understood it. I just never wanted to do it. As I got older, now I'm 55, now I'm thinking, oh my God, it's time to get serious. It's time to actually take care of my body like she did. I'm getting a 15-year head start on her, so I'll have vitality longer. But I just finished the book. I just literally turned the last page, The New Miracles of Rebound Exercise. And because this book is from like 1980, it's not new. However, it's new to me. And oh my gosh, like second to the last chapter, called The Cell Health, I think is what it was called. Let me see what the chapter's called. Was my absolute favorite chapter. It's called The Healthy Cell Concept. I'm probably going to have fireside readings of that chapter. Okay, maybe I'll start this tonight. I was so fascinated with that chapter. It's like chapter 11. Of course, 11 is my favorite number, so of course. So one of the most important things he talked about, one of the components of cell health, is creating an alkaline environment. And he talked about my city water, and not my city, but all city water. And so thank God I have a water machine on my sink that gives me alkaline water. He just validated why I bought it in the first place. I knew it was good for me, but now he's validating why it's so good and why it's so important to you, okay? So I've come on here to do a booster 5-minute jump before I go have lunch, dinner. I'll have to tell you that rebounding is taking away my need to eat so much. And so I think it's because my body is flushing and cleansing that I don't feel the desire to eat. So I don't think it's that bad of a deal. I still have energy. I have energy from the rebounding. So maybe my body's metabolizing the things that are already in my body and using it for energy. And I'm okay with that because that's why I'm losing inches. So I want to show you this jacket, okay? I have another little quick story, and then I'm jumping on my rebounder. So hold on. I just want to hydrate a little bit. Okay. So check this out. A couple of years ago, I'm going to give a shout out to Macy, who designed and drew. Look at this. It looks like my logo. I had this jacket before I created the logo. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's a butterfly. Can y'all see? Okay. How cool is that jacket? It's custom. She made it for me. She found this jacket at a thrift shop, and I think it's either a 2X or a 3X. The whole time I have had this jacket, oh, I just hit my foot. The whole time I've had this jacket from the day that she made it for me, I never could button these 2 buttons. And I'm showing y'all, look, I mean, of course, I could use some more extra room So in 2 weeks, we're going to see how loose is this button, because right now it's tight and I probably wouldn't wear it tight like that because I don't want to bust my buttons. But oh my gosh, I'm buttoning this jacket for the first time ever. And so I took a picture. Oh, the joy sign just came on. I took a picture and I posted it on my Instagram and my Avanti Wellness motivation and support group. Okay, so here I'm about to do my 5-minute booster rebound. I want to tell y'all something I just learned in the book. And that is, he said, I don't know if I like this. He said that doing like 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, and 5 minutes in the evening is actually better than doing 15 minutes in the morning. That's hard to do. I'd have to carry my rebounder around with me in the car. Right now I'm at home, so it's okay. I'm going to still do my 10 minutes in the morning because that's my experiment, and I'm going to do that till the end of the year. And then for those of you who have watched my other videos, we decided for me to start off January 1 with day 1. I'm going to start off with everyone. We're all going to start off together January 1, 2024 on day 1 of our movement. So consider what you might do. Maybe you sit in a chair and you move your arms for 15 minutes. At one point, that's all I wanted to do. The rebounder is so easy. He even said you can sit on it and bounce, okay, for people who can't stand. So it's like everyone could have a rebounder if they want to help their cellular health. So I'm going to hop on, start my rebounding. I'm going to tell you what else I learned in the book, okay? Let me get myself situated here with my timer. I put on long warm-up pants over my pants from my exercise pants because it's cold. So I don't know if they're going to do that great because they're long, and so I might step on them on the rebounder, okay? Alexa, give me 5-minute timer. 5 minutes. 7 minutes. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a march. So basically, I wanted to tell you what else I learned in the book today. I finished it. Yahoo! So glad to be done with it. I'm probably going to read the healthy cell concept chapter again because I really want that to integrate in my mind and my body. And I'll list the stuff that I can remember. There were like 4 or 5 things that were great for a healthy cell. Okay, I just mentioned the water. First of all, let me back up a second and say, if we, in my channel, I want us to start looking at what we do from a wellness perspective as how it affects the cell. Don't worry about this big old package. Just think about taking care of the cell. There are 75, and I'm reading this in his book, 75 trillion cells in the body. And every night when you sleep, your body, the stronger cells are taking place and they kick out the less healthy cells and they get rid of them because the body is always wanting to stay vibrant and alive, and it's working for you while you sleep. So if we just give it all the right environment and the right resources and the right raw materials, the body will take care of itself. It wants to be healthy. It wants to be healed. We just have to understand what are those things that we got to give it to make it healthy, okay? So on this channel, we're going to always respect ourselves at the cellular level. I mean, granted, I don't always do everything that's healthy for my body, like eat a donut or something, you know? But your body is working every time you put something, a chemical or something in your body that is not from a natural state, or it's overly processed, or it is a chemical, the body sees it as a foreign invader. And then it works to clear it out. That's why lymphocyzing and doing lymphatic movements every day is one way to support the cells, the 75 trillion cells in your body. So that's what I want. I may have to do a sit down fireside chat where I just talk just about the concept so people will get a concept of where the foundational principle is for this channel. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll replace my intro video, it's on the homepage of my channel, with a more serious talk based on the information I just learned this past month reading that book in conversation, you know, the healthy cell concept. That's what we're going to base things on. And tonight I am looking up this author. I want to see if he's still alive. I think he's in his 80s. Hopefully I could get him on the podcast and tell him what a difference his book has made in my life as far as encouraging me to do all this rebounding and the marching and everything. So I'm super excited to share this information with you all. And I'm super excited and motivated to continue to document my journey, the wins and the failures, the mishaps, the mistakes, or the progression, the positivity. That reminds me. Okay, I'm going to go back to the 5 principles he talked about in the healthy cell concept, okay? So I remember water. He recommends that you create an alkaline water without chlorine or fluoride in it, which is basically getting yourself a water machine if you live in a city and letting it run through the pipes of the water machine before you drink it or brush your teeth or whatever. The other thing you need to do is give yourselves natural foods and or supplements. He said that as long as the supplements are natural and under processed, the body will accept them just like a plant food or whatever, or just like a regular whole food, not a plant food, but a whole food. Number 3, how important positivity is, which is something that I know from my own life really started. Alexa, give me 2 more minutes. From, now we're doing 7 minutes. But from my life, when I had something really negative happen, when I was like 21, 22, I decided that I needed to find a way to thrive in this lifetime, and that I didn't want to just be a survivor. So I've been on a hunt and a search to find out what was my meaning of my life and what was I supposed to do with it. It's been a very difficult, challenging road to travel. A lot of times I was traveling it alone, but it is my own personal journey. I'm grateful for the experiences. And now I'm happy to have YouTube and a channel to share what I've learned from myself and my life and how it's positively impacted me to give me freedom and joy in spite of what the things that I faced over the last 55 years. So that's one of the concepts he talks about is what you tell your body, what you tell your cells that's happening to you, your cells respond. So if you get a really negative diagnosis from a doctor, maybe that is the state of your body. But you can tell yourself that your immune system is going to not let that happen, and that you're going to every night visualize strengthening your immune system. And he gave the analogy that one of his clients or patients or whatever would see his immune system, his white blood cells, as coming in as white knights, coming to attack the dragons of bacteria and viruses every night. The person would visualize this and got themselves back to a state of a healthy life. Okay, there's my 2 minutes. Let me do my 20-second hit thing. Alexa, stop. All right, and then I'll finish talking real quick. Hold on. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do I say? Blast off! Blast off! He uses an analogy of a rocket, that working on a rebounder at the cellular level is like a rocket going up into space. And when you go up, your muscles relax, and when you come down, it pushes the fluid through those gates that are one-way valves. When you hit down, the fluid goes. That's also the same with your veins and your arteries. It helps strengthen your heart and pushing the blood. He said that 57% of your body is water. And what did he say? I'm trying to remember what I read. Then 32% of that is in the lymph system, I think. And so it's so important. Reed, is that you saying blast off? Anyway, Reen, you probably got on after I said this, but I just finished the book, The New Miracles of Rebounding. I'm going to have a fireside chat where I review it and read some of the pages. Oh my God. It's going to be a major game changer for me. And that is why I bought it. That silly book was $32 on Amazon. Very expensive for a book, right? And I think it's because they're not in print. And I think he self-published them. So you know what I want to do? I'm not going to try to resell it. It's basically a valuable book with all that information in it. It's now going to be like a document for referencing. But I would say the first like 8 chapters were like, then it got exciting close to the end. So I'm going to keep it just for the like 1 chapter about cellular health. So anyway, what was I saying? Something about the rebounding, how it opens up your valves. And I know what I was going to say. I don't know if Reen's still on here, but basically he said, and I said this earlier in my thing in the beginning of this video, he said that doing like 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the afternoon and 5 minutes in the evening was almost better for your body than trying to do 10 minutes at one time, which for people who are challenged mobily challenged or whatever, I don't think immobile is the right word. That's not the word. Mobility. I'm thinking of the word mobility. So if your mobility is challenged and it's hard to stand up, that's good that you only have to do 5 minutes. Doing little 5-minute spurts is actually better than doing 15 at one time. Oh my gosh, like how amazing is that to hear? Y'all, the more I learn about rebounding, the more I'm realizing like this is like the miracles of exercising. And he basically says that it's like the most amazing exercise known to man because of the powerful health benefits for the short amount of time that you have to do it with the least amount of impact on your body. I'm just here to prove it with my big ass body. See? This big body. This is before. Although 43 days ago was really the before. Now I'm actually being able to button things I wasn't able to button before. But basically this big body is going to be proof. If I can just stay consistent, I want to show the world what's possible with a big body in like 10 minutes a day. Like how exciting is that? So obviously I feel like that's a lot of responsibility riding on my shoulders, but I think and I feel like it's mine to do. I feel like personally I feel committed to doing it. I want to show the world what's possible with your body if you just did 10 minutes of like simple bouncing a day. Like how amazing is that could actually change your body? And it's all because of the lymphatic system. It all has to do with the cells and how the cells of the body are reacting. He talked about how it's like a facelift. He talked about, the other thing I read today is something I said earlier this morning. I said, wouldn't it be amazing if I lose 100 pounds and I actually do it through rebounding alone? And then I'm 55. You're going to have loose skin. You'll have loose skin at 33 years old when you lose weight. But what if I just rebound and it's like tightens my skin more than not rebounding? I'll know, because I lost 90 pounds in 2003, and I noticed in my inner thigh where your thighs come together, I started having like that crepey skin on my inner thigh, which I hated seeing, but I was willing to accept it because I lost 90 pounds. The thing is I gained it back, so it didn't bother me anymore because my skin was all full and tight again and smooth. So you got to take some and you lose some, regarding like, do I want to fit in an airplane seat better, or do I want to worry about saggy skin? Well, at my age, I'm more interested in being comfortable in an airplane seat. So that's going to be my choice now. I'm going to change my shape and change my body because it's what I want. I want to be lighter on my feet. I want to be able to jump more excitingly on that rebounder. I don't want to have to just health bounce, although I don't think that that's bad. I think it's actually good because I'm not activating cortisol or cortisone. It's cortisol, right? Anyway, okay, so I was telling people that rebounding is helping my cravings. Like, I haven't even had lunch yet and it's 4:00, and that is not normal. So I'm going to go ahead and have my lunch dinner, and hope you all have a wonderful day. I probably won't be back on tonight. I have a webinar, my health call that I get on Monday nights from my health community is at 6:00, I think. And then I'm going to do a fireside chat maybe with my book and talk about reviewing my book. Thank you all for subscribing. Subscribe if you want to watch the results and join the journey. And I'm happy to feel accountable to the channel and see what happens. Okay? Say bye. Bye, guys. See you later.